What's up, everybody? This is Mr. Nino Barksdale, the creator of Diecast City and also the creator of this YouTube channel, Toying Around Studios. And just to let you know, as far as the name Toying Around Studios, other than this being toys, it came from a podcast that a few of me and my friends had. It was called Talking Out Your Neck. And we have a lot of episodes out. We did it. We kind of stopped doing it now, but I felt like this is a great way to pay it forward and, to pay homage to a part of my life, because that podcast was really a thing I was doing a lot of between doing this series. But, that's a little trivia for you for today. So you learned something. This is chapter 3. I'm over here now. So immediately picks up where chapter 2 ended.
Alright, man, dump it in the sewer. Come on.
Yeah, Perry has to get rid of the weapon.
Come on.
So
Go.
you watch The Wire, a lot of guns get dumped in the sewer drain, down in the sewers, so I always wonder if that really works, you know what I mean? Like, I know there's people that work down there, you got like city workers there in the sewers, they probably find like all these guns, and it's like maybe it gets washed off, maybe it gets corroded, who knows, but I I figured he got rid of it. This is the Tarantinos again. They're celebrating the release of Patsy Como.
I'm honored with welcoming all the way from the North Pole, Chris Kingle over here.
Another one of my friends did the voice for, this one has the most outside voice actors, as far as the series goes.
That's fucking right. Did 15 years.
We're still trying to find the right sound for these guys. I always want to make sure I give them an authentic sound. But like I said, you watch the first episode of The Simpsons. That was my philosophy. The first season of The Simpsons, they don't sound anything like what they sound like now. Like a lot of shows in the beginning, you gotta get to know the characters. You gotta get to know them, feel like you're living in their life, and then you get a little more experience, and then you kind of play around with the voice, and then you find the right sound, So
that's good to hear.
This is still the early stages.
But this thing here,
Hey, don't mention it. In our business, who needs the extra stress? Madam.
ain't that the fucking truth? Let's just hope it stays that way.
Back at the crime scene.
Good luck
Shout
trying
out
to find
to
somebody
CSI.
willing to talk over here.
Law and Order. So this is introducing the police unit.
Let's get to
We
work.
got Detective
How you
McCoy and
You're the first one on the
Officer
That's
Miller.
right.
Yeah, Officer Miller.
Well, I'm Detective McCoy.
I have a lot of police characters. I got the Simpson characters. I got
By all
Mulder.
means.
Mulder from the X-Files. He's
Respect.
there.
Wasn't
I
fast
forgot
enough
what the
from the looks
detective
of
is
it.
from.
Didn't even get a
That's a
shot.
Marvel's Legend. He's. I forgot what he is. I forgot his character's
Not
name.
much of a
but
victim.
Yeah,
Small
Marvel
timer around
Legends.
here went by the name G-Dog. He's been here for a few weeks on my beat.
Must have been a real charmer.
What about any witnesses? Like I told Miller, in this neighborhood, good luck, buddy.
All right, well, can you do us a favor? Crack down on these corners. This is the third homicide in this area this week, and it's only
Damn, it's
Wednesday.
like a murder a day. Sound like Chirac. Yeah, back to just give like little city landscapes. Try to show that this is a big world. This is it's not just these neighborhoods. This like it's a city. Remember it's called Diecast City, not Diecast Block.
I told you.
So back at the boxing gym,
Taking over the block.
Perry's talking about what just happened.
I didn't ask.
So
In my
right now,
books.
he made it cause, like the police are looking for him. They're trying to solve this
And
case.
the piece?
So this brought a lot of
I know you
heat to
got
the
rid of
organization.
Gee, dumped it in
So
the sewer.
we'll see where this
Probably
goes.
be in the ocean by now.
That's good.
Jules,
No weapon for the pigs to find.
Jules
nobody
always being
saw you.
smooth,
The way I see it, it's all part of the game. If you move some product, you gotta bring some muscle with
TK.
it.
Shit. I thought y'all was gonna be hot.
I wish you would have sat on it. Maybe strategize a little bit, but fuck it. You straight.
Appreciate it,
Yeah,
Jules.
Perry out there
You too,
wilding,
TK.
bringing heat to the organization. I'm
GMT,
telling
man.
you, if he wasn't the boss's nephew, shit,
I'm
they probably
Uncle
drop
Tate.
his ass.
You just stay coach for a few days till shit gets sorted out.
Damn, Jules is like, as you can tell the height differential, you know, Jules is like 7 inches,
That
and the rest of the guys are
motherfucker
like,
tells
the Marvel's
fuck
Legends a little
us.
bit shorter, but
Yeah,
I don't know,
I
that
know.
still works.
You don't even know if the dude was connected.
Fuck that. I'm talking about the courts. Police gonna have a field day. This is time and money.
Yeah, there's
Yeah, let me just
consequences.
figure some
When I
shit
pull that
out.
trigger, there's always
Only got us a new
consequences.
crew
Murders
over there
don't
on
murders don't
32nd
go
and
away.
Fulton.
They
We
stay
still
until
got
they
the
solve them.
projects. We'll just have Perry and his boys set up shop somewhere else.
Shit.
But TK,
Just like
you know,
someone's been learning, motherfucker.
TK stepping up.
But check
He's
this
learning a
out.
little bit.
Marcellus wants Perry in your pocket. That nigga is proving that he cannot be on
Especially
his
after he
own.
recruited
I'll handle the law.
that crew last chapter. So, you know, TK's feeling himself a little bit.
Hey, you made a smart move
This
coming
is
with
so
us.
Cisco's look like
I'm gonna
Cisco
treat
decided
you
to take
good.
Frankie Miami up on his
Better
offer.
than you ever was before.
That sounds good on paper, B. I still got my niggas running things in the
But, you know, it's
project.
gotta be conflict
Other than
though.
that,
You
I'm
know,
solo over here.
he's supposed to be
You ain't
selling
got no
for
nice guy security
GMT.
team.
Now he's working with the mob.
What are you worried about? Nobody's gonna.
And Frankie Miami, he got that gangster insight. You know, he sees something like he recognizes. Like he can smell it. It's like a spider
So,
sense. He
Frankie,
smells
you all right?
organized crime in the neighborhood. You know, there's another family over there.
Yeah.
So
Everything's
for him,
good. You
it's
worry
like
too much.
there's
I
a
gotta
competition. Who's over here? So then that's why he goes to see. You know, he goes and investigates.
Get the fuck out of here. This place belongs to D'Amico.
So this
Whoa,
introduces
take it easy.
Take this with you.
the D'Amico
That was a
family.
good club too. The fuck you standing around for? Take the money
Yeah,
in the
that's
back.
Nicky
Count
Cowboy.
it up later.
Nicky Cowboy. So is that how you treat your
So there's
customers?
gonna be tension already. You know,
Oh,
like I told you, you know, even
how you
within the
doing?
family, there's
Fuck
tension.
brings you down
So if
here?
there's another family
Oh, I'm
there,
just checking out the
you know,
neighborhood.
there's still tension. There's
What was that about?
rules, but there's still tension.
That?
So you know,
Disappearance.
Nicky Cowboy and
Forget
Frankie
about it,
Miami,
huh?
they kind of got a
This
history
your
with each
place?
other, but
Yeah,
you know, it
do
doesn't
some
really
of
go
this,
too much
some
into
of this,
into
some of that.
details, but you see
So
it,
which
you
way?
feel it.
Well, I'm over here now.
That's the thing.
Where? Here?
That's the thing I like to say. I'm over here now.
Over there? Over where?
Up the block.
I got that. It wasn't from Casino. There's a very popular scene in Casino where
Come
Mickey
on,
is at the
Nicky.
casino.
Don't give me that
And there's
shit.
a couple other mob guys that came
Do me a
in to try
favor.
to, you know, case out the casino, and then he walks up to him
You getting no
and
problems
he
from
startles
me,
him. You know, he's like,
but some of the
"Oh,
other
Nicky, what you
parasites,
doing over here?" He's like, "Hey, I'm over here now. This is my spot."
But hey,
So it's like, "Don't fuck
Best
around
of
over
luck.
here." That's basically what it means.
Gracias.
So that's, you know. And then this is back at the courts. We got Scooty and Tank. They're getting harassed a little bit. You know, Officer Miller.
Even turned a
You know, he's
blind
doing his
eye.
job. Officer Miller, he's a straightforward cop. You know what I mean? He doesn't do. He's natural police. You know, he doesn't. He's not too dirty. You know, like he gives him a chance. You know, he knows what they're about. But when the bodies start dropping, that's when he has to play hardball with them. You know, he likes to keep the neighborhood clean. He don't like drug dealing at all. But you know, he turns his back to it. But now there's too much heat, so he's kicking them off.
No bail bonds, Jordans on your feet. Turn around.
And then you got Officer Marge over there too.
But next time I see y'all here, I'll be in my cruiser waiting with bracelets for that ass.
So right here it just shows, you know, Officer Miller, he's pretty fair. You know, he gives them a chance. You know, he doesn't just come and crack their heads. You know, he knows them because in most neighborhoods, you know, sometimes police officers, you know, they're not all dickheads. You know, some of them are good. Some of them, they know the kids in the neighborhood. They see them grow up. You know, and even if they make bad decisions or good decisions, you know, they know them. You know, so he knows Scooty
you
and
gotta
them.
watch this show.
Anyways,
It's like if Superman was a bad guy and whacked out the whole
this is
Justice
Vic's. If you saw the first picture, this is Vic's
I haven't seen it.
fish market, Gallo Fish Market. So
Anyway,
that's where
been a good
that's
month.
where the basis of the operation is at. It's at the fish market. You know,
Especially
so
you,
this is this little
That time in
back
Miami
room.
must have paid off.
Yeah.
You can say that again.
And then
Yeah, but Vic, You know, Nicky Cowboy.
Vic is
friend of
always,
ours with the,
Vic is
the
always
amigos.
trying to stay low key. You know, he knows JoJo doesn't want too much
Yeah,
attention,
well,
and
he's over
at
there
the same
too.
time, you
Not
know,
only that,
like it's frowned upon them selling drugs. You know, he gave them the okay, but it's still,
what am I saying?
you know, you're on your own. That's pretty much what it
Saying I need
is.
some more
You know,
muscle.
so they're not getting a lot of
Right now,
support.
We're like a bank vault in the
And
middle
then,
of the fucking crime
where
alley.
the warehouse is at, that's where
You get it, right?
it's part of the blue district. So like what I said in chapter, was it chapter 2? Yeah, how the blue district is pretty much like the Wild West. A lot of tension, a lot of crime happens in the blue district. You know, so it's like a free market.
That wouldn't
So
be a bad move, Vic.
with this, with their warehouse, their stash house being in the blue district, it could be anybody can come and try to, you know, test them.
Or whatever. Take Tommy for all I care.
Look, you got a lot of money going through there is all that I'm saying.
You know you do a lot of saying. You need to do more listening. Anyone who has the balls to steal from us will be him. I'm done talking about this ish.
I feel you, Frankie. Yeah, Frankie's being a good soldier. You know, he knows he can't argue with him. That's his capo. You know, that's his captain. Here we go. Introduce the third faction. They're not really an intro, but this is a biker gang, outlaw biker club called the Apex Predators. So, and if you can tell, there's a lot of Biker Mice from Mars characters and Mighty Ducks characters, and this is more it's more animals, you know, like those type of characters will be here. So this is another, you know, world building.
Approaching us. Do you want me to throw you out again?
Come on. This
I love how the clubhouse look. You know, they got a couple biker mice, got some posters, some darts.
I appreciate
this is
it,
pretty much their bar.
I know I'm banned. I just want to make
Like,
things
this is
right.
where they,
Don't thank me. You have 1 minute. Start talking.
All right. So lately, I've been going down to the Blue District. That's where most of the action is at nowadays. So I see a warehouse that's getting a lot of heavy traffic, like shipments of whatever.
A warehouse. Get shipments. You got 30 seconds.
and then all the props in there is pretty much all self-made. I made a lot of like the pool table that was at the beginning.
With no security.
I made
We can take it. Easy score.
like a little bar,
I don't even want to
bar
I just
counter.
want back in the club.
You know, I made the walls, you know, just printed out, you know, pretty much just Xerox, some like finally some wood paneling, Xerox it, and then you know, post it up against some cardboard.
Right, time to go.
But I think it really works for me. I like, this is my style, and I know a lot of people, they do other things. Some use poster board or foam. And I use a little bit of both. You know, for my outside shots, I use some foam. Definitely like using foam, but then I just etch out some bricks, make it look authentic.
Hey, wait for me outside. I'm gonna go take a leak.
All right, cool, doggy. I'm gonna go light up the square.
See, and we got this is Apex. He came into the warehouse.
Welcome to the neighborhood.
This is what Frankie was talking about. You know, if only Vic would have listened a little bit, you know, they would have had maybe 1, 2 more guys. You know, this is for a drug organization. This is very undermanned. You know, so you know, this is a lesson. You know, if you're gonna be moving weight, you got to muscle with it. You need to bring some muscle. But luckily, Tommy's prepared. He got the shotgun in the bathroom. Ooh. It's a classic shootout. I'm surprised nobody got shot. That close range, especially with the shotgun.
Get the fuck out of here.
Yeah. There we go. It's cartoon logic. Now they got what they came for. They out. With Frankie, not Frankie. Tommy's on it. Yeah, Cisco still got his gun on him. Right.
Yeah, let's go. Come on.
See, they messed up.
Great shot.
They got one.
Where you going?
So let's see what's going to happen. You know, they got one.
Through with you yet.
But the other ones drove off. So let's see what happens in chapter 4. So this is So again, thank you for watching. And this was another good episode. It's chapter 3. And we'll see you again for chapter 4. Peace.